다 당말로 다시 데렉 쇼게 되네 다 지랑 엄마제나 데 게르베기 디와레 되네 게르발라렌 잡고야 저버지 그래 되네 이나야 다 초진의 삼로당나 되네 양 세대 예현 다 망보지 여지래 되네 데인데 양 게르발라 찍죠 렌자잖아 양 신다 게르발 신다 진이 주월에나 되네 양 강소 양세 렌자고야 저들 되네 데인데 양세 렌자 먹어가지네 되네 단다 다 지도라마 슈고 좀 된로 찍대 네.
Trashidele, please listen to Dharma with vast motivation of bodhicitta, thinking that I'm going to listen this Dharma teaching in order to benefit all sentient beings. So tonight, actually this is an answer for individual questions. I could have done individually, but I thought maybe other people also would like to know about it. That's why we set up a schedule to answer this for the public tonight. So that's what I'm going to do tonight.
되네 초진의 삼로당나다 지도라 되네시드 다 왕롱 마도케야 망보여지레 된데 셰메롱어 저버제양레 이나양다 다리 그베 왕기다 내가 내림 되네 강엘 되네 좀보여 발라 되네 디 그베 왕기지네 되네 다 강소 다 펜승교 이베 왕도지네다 마슈기에서 지도라 슈기에서
So generally speaking, I think on one hand, since this practice belongs to Anuttara Yoga, Tantra, it's not really right to teach publicly on internet, but somehow for a special purpose, like all people are going through this, the difficulties of pandemic, and then I thought maybe it would be beneficial, so I'm actually doing this with a mind of benefiting others. So I think, on the other hand, I think it's okay to do that.
되네 디 쉐데 가르레드나 단다 가서 맨레게 초가 된뒤 되네 차자당 되네 angagi 된다당 디수 되네 마시 시고도 되네 가장 주와 되네 레발라 되네 되네 다 차자당 angagi 된다도 마시.
So what I'm going to teach tonight is that recently I have been requested to teach about the sadhana of Medicine Buddha, especially about the mudras and mantras. So that's what I'm going to do tonight.
되네 대양 차자당 다 하고며당 ngọc sum 저버지 되네 다 대숨디 되네 메탑 메바도버지 되네 냠도 조고 고야 저버지 예진도 조고야 저버지 자기 바른다.
So actually it is also a very important subject, because in any kind of Vajrayana ritual practice, it is very important to have all these three, which are called the mantras, mudras, and samadhi.
되네 하고며디 강소다 당보 조딜 하고며리 계심을 대양 되네 계심을 임배 점된 강래에서나 게림 탑게비림 바 세계요래 가서 다 상하기 가서 탑게비림 바다 셰랍족베림 바 어서네 인식요래 되네 되네 하고며디 탑게비기림 바 차게요.
So when we say mantra, mudra and samadhi includes all the visualization, such as 2 stages, the generation stages, or the utpatti karma, and completion stage, or the sambhana karma. And then usually the generation stage is called the method, and the completion stage is called the wisdom.
Tene tabkebi rimbase labgoya jumzen garerese na tanda ngaranzo tamelgi zindangji dong. Tene nga nyambegi zindang nidi yobare. Tene diyende ganzo ngarzingi nyambarul har진. Tene 다 초가 거래나 단다 더보이나 다도 상제 면내기 초가 인당 되네 나세베기 가르딘 디파빵 샤네 나 상제 면나 인 냠베기 가르딘디 랭고고요 바래 마닥베 가르딘디 녀몽베 가르딘디 파빵네 되네 간도 하르딘게 가르딘디 나 미상제 면나 인 냠베 가르딘디 간도 곰발라 때네 마르진기 냠벌 하르딘 때네 단다 말아서 타멜기 나와 나 개바된데지기 나 비메된데 이지 냠베기 진당 요래 디 냠벌 진당 파파야기 제도라 하르딘다 다베기 나와 나 상제 면라디 고송토 탐제 강지 때네 다와마도 마다바요 말에 되는데 때네 마다베기 나와 다고고마 덴들라 때네 마르진당 마다비 진바 파빵야기 탑 개발진 임베치노 된 탑기 비림바 라고야 좀된디 계침바 임베 좀된디.
So the utpatti krama is called the method. The reason why it is called method is because it is a method of purifying our cleansing ourselves as an ordinary being who is impure, and also cleansing as an I, or equal thinking. For example, when we do the practice of any Vajrayana practice, for example, the Medicine Buddha tonight, we have to visualize ourselves as a Medicine Buddha. And for the Medicine Buddha, there is not even a tiny bit of impurity. He is totally pure and perfect. So, in order to purify our clinging as an ordinary being, we visualize ourselves as a pure Buddha such and such, in today's case, a Medicine Buddha. And then by doing so, we can let go ourselves as an ordinary being, and we visualize ourselves as a pure Buddha. And that is the reason, and that's why it's a special method of purifying our clinging as an ordinary, impure being, and also clinging as a self. And this is why it is called the method. The generation stage is called, or utpatti krama is called method.
Tene 이바데라 첨바 더덕 차자 거기 고세기요래 다 딜라 가르세기요래잖아 차자디 개침바 임베 좀된 가래래 차자레레라 되네 돈하레레 미바레레 고메요바레 되네 돈하레레 천제레 되네 가래래잖아 너무 건조숨당 자와서 잠내 남라 잡서 저기 가서 잡서 도와래 네 값소 되네 다 낭바 상제베기 되네 최 탐지게 망시 자와 저버 잠도 임베시나 되네 건축숨라 네 잡서 저기 예 냠베기 대 천베기 체도나 되네 나랑게 류가 이숨 되네 건축숨라 잡서 저기 예 냠베 천베기 체도나 되네 차자 되네야디 되다 강소 건조섬을 잡서도 천백이다 다에 차자네.
And the second factor, the mudra, why the mudra are so important is because each mudra has a very profound meaning, because each mudra symbolizes something or represents something, and there is kind of symbolic practice. For example, when we do this practice, at the beginning, when we recite the first 4 lines, then we put our palm together, which is called Anjali Mudra, and then actually this symbolizes that we're being very respectful and also we're very devoted, because this is a line where we are taking refuge in Buddha and Dharma and Sangha, which are the very foundation of all Buddhist practice. Therefore, that's the reason why we're putting our hand in Anjali Mudra, which symbolizes the respect and the devotion. And then Sachin says, every mudra has a very symbolic meaning. That is why in Vajrayana practice, the mudra is very, very important and they are indispensable.
Tenya somebody mikpa tsejik tingzin yigi kose, tingin zindi, tene gechimare. Tene gechimare yinbe chumsen gare tena, tene rangden zungu dhubigi, tene 강서 자와양 차당 tene tingin tinggi 어설기 쪼돌라 tene 제고가 요래. 현den도 제바 틀레 tene 강서 탐제장 tene 어설 tingin ting기 ngone 어설 쪼도기 ngone tene 현den기 제바 틀레 차당 디고네 제고가 요래. 디인당 tene tingin ting기 계좀.
And then samadhi is of course also very important. Undistracted samadhi is very important because all the practice are done with the perfect samadhi. For example, to receive siddhi for oneself, then you have to have a good samadhi so you can send the light and receive the light back. And also to perform activities for other beings, to example for pacify their sickness and so forth, again you have to send lights and then bless them and so forth. And these are all done through your samadhi. That's why the samadhi is very important.
Oh yeah, that di nane, di sumgi nane, darin zo di, tene chamba da chaja gargi ko di. So
out of these 3, mantra, mudra and samadhi, today I am going to primarily teach the mudra of this particular sadhana of Medicine Buddha.
Oh yeah, then tene yang konjo sumnang zawa jamne namla jabso nyo dokon sangje la ge jangje chodo semge do senta chagja gi tone tene gangso len sum den.
So if you have text with you, please look at your text. I will point out one line by line. Now we are at the page number 7. At the very beginning, at the sadhana itself, not the supplication of the lineage, okay? We are going, because there is no mudra for the supplication of the lineage, we just read that. And then when you are beginning the actual sadhana, page number 7, the first 4 lines you will recite 3 times, and during that time, then you have to put your hand palm together, which is called the Anjali Mudra.
tene yang kada longne julba ye namsa kangwe chebe de mende je zel hamar je seme juri puzo de gabso yang tengin zingi mi ba de ko do go do da na kada longne namge garchapdo tene chine tamje 신감기 꿰바 낭 탐제 제 탐제 되는 최백이 뭐 다 강소 치낭 성위기 최백이 뭐 삼김이 셔버를 다 미가 띵이 주고 그래도
And then second line, second stanza is actually purifying or blessing the offering substances. And then in translator it says, from the extent of primordial purity, katak in Tibetan, I usually translate as alpha purity, katak. Anyway, and then here again, samadhi is very important because you have to visualize all the environmental outer world as a pure land and all the inner world as a substances for offering. So you can realize how important to have a good samadhi again.
Tene drogun deden dungelde delenyame tanyam shosenda dela temeshi miba tegero drogun deden sevegi kapsula jamba jamba teme dungel sedu ningje teme delenyame gawa teme tanyam zigi tanyam teme ten temeshi tsumegi miba di tegin dene komgo bereda yang.
Then after the blessing of offering is done, then we have only two verses, not even a stanza. Usually there are 4 lines in one stanza. So it is half stanza, half sholok. Let's say sholok. In Tibetan, Drogun Dede Dungal Dan Delanyame Danyam shows, because you have both the transliteration and translation. So this is actually we are saying the 4 immeasurable thought. So let's see in the translation is may all beings be happy. That is the immeasurable loving kindness. And after that it says and without suffering, that is the immeasurable compassion. And then after that they say may they abide in unimpaired happiness. That is the immeasurable sympathetic joy. And after that it says and in equanimity. This is the immeasurable equanimity.
Dene Om Sabhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Sabhava Shuddha Hong Tongpani to Jorur Sebe Kausulata Dila De Kausu Chidan Nyuman Luksui Na Tenzin Namsum Se Drogo Yore Dene Tengin Namba Sumgi Nang Dambo Dene Tishin Yiki Tengin Dene Tongpani Ki Ngang Do Chedap Tishin Yiki Tengin.
So after that, then the visualization start with this mantra, Ame Sobhava Shuddha Sarvadame Sobhava Shuddha Hum. According to Nyingma tradition, the old translation tradition, the generation stage involve something called 3-fold samadhis. And then first one is called the samadhi of tathata or samadhi of suchness. So to purify into emptiness is what that is.
Tene 대신에 기능된 동만이 네 강내 다 끝난게 되는데 다 끝난게 되는데 세도 가라서는 동만이 네 강내 다 닝제기 되네 샘진게 조던라 줄베기 배야기 닝제게 오노 될라 대신에 기능 also 끝난게 되는데.
So from within this emptiness, which is the samadhi of suchness or tathata, then you have to have another samadhi, which is called the samadhi of all appearances, kunnang, which means from within this emptiness, then with your compassion, you have to visualize something out of your compassion in order to benefit beings.
Tene somebody 주의 딩인진데 주의 딩인진 되겠는데 되나 단다 맨라 되나 믹스 주의 딩인진도 지당 초가 망초가 나라 주의 딩인진다 동디 망래 되는 배마다 외딩도 시고면당 배마다 외딩도 아고면당 배마다 외딩도 홍고면도 여러 다디 강조 사벤디 고메디로
So next one is called the samadhi of cause or hetu samadhi, which is actually the 6th syllable. In this particular text, sadhana, we don't have that, but usually, in generally speaking, most of the Nyingma tradition, and then after that, then we have to visualize like some like sits, whatever the syllable is, such as like Shri, Hung, or A on the top of a lotus and moontics, and that's what the next samadhi is, samadhi of course. Gu eating is in Tibetan.
다 디 강다량 동배 강래 되네 다 주의 등에 저라 끝난게 등에 다 동섬대 따나도게 포장도 주르베 낭도 생계티 빼마당 다외 땡 소소의 땡도 Then Rani Dage Dang Dungegi so Saben Hong Tingale Penjere Dadi Juiding in the Hong Saben Hong Tingale Menla Kutuk Penduria Tabo Zetrovi Kujin Chege Sumge Luba Chaye Chojin Aru Radang Yuan Yamshang Tongze Zimba Tsembe Zoshin Dorje Kitungi Shuba 개발도 딩게게 담만남라 투방라 소베 상제 듄 최부디 대저 심바주로 대접지된 정화 주당 대변 첨부 주니 소소 코르당 제바 고시라 제바 첨부 시당 제베 내som 얘기 숨당 투거 홍래 외트베 샤초게 상제 소소 신검내 예시바 박도메바 젠당네 다우도 남라 팀바르 줄세네다데 공소다 탑게 베르마 게르네 데네 땡겨 바르 공소 다게던 딩게니가 대표라 참으시나.
So anyway, the sadhana says everything becomes emptiness. From emptiness, these billion words arise as the palace of beauty. Again, these billion words in Tibetan, as I said earlier one day, Tongsum in Tibetan, which means the great thousand of the 3,000. That is 1 billion. Inside it, an individual lion throne, lotuses, and moons are blue hung, the seat of myself, and the principle of the fount generation. So this hung could be the samadhi, of course, or hetu samadhi. From this arise Menla, who is blue, radiating light rays like labis lazuli. He is adorned by the 3 Dharma robes. His right hand holds Arura with the mudra of supreme generosity. His left holds a begging bowl in the mudra of even placement. He is completely adorned by the major and minor marks and is seated in Vajra posture. On the petals of the front generation in particular are the 7 Buddhas, such as Munindra. Munindra is a Sanskrit name of Tuwang in Tibetan, which actually is the Shakyamuni Buddha. So Tuwang is a Tupi Wangbo, which means the Lord of all the Muni. So this is another one name of Shakyamuni Buddha. In Tibetan, you don't have the excellent, but in Sanskrit, when you say Munindra, it sounds like strange, you know. So that's why I'm just telling you. Okay, and then, and Dharma books surrounding those are the 16 bodhisattvas. Surrounding them are the 10 guardians of the world and the 12 great chiefs with their retinues. At the 4 gates are the 4 great kings. From the 3 syllables in the 3 places of all, and from whom in the heart light is projected. This invites countless Eshepas. Eshepa is wisdom deities, from their individual Eastern Buddha realm. They dissolve into self and front generation. So this is the Utpatikrama part of the method. Both together, we are generating together simultaneously self-visualization and frontal visualization.
Tene yang tila tede tijena da dage dan dunge jigden jongwa dan jeba goshila jeba chidang chemba shidang jeba gomne tene yang 소소게 되네 내숨 엄마홍 숨 검네 되네 다외서 트네 되네 소소게 신검로 상제 둔동 되네 지된 용어 선바 주로라서 봐 소소 이게 신검로 파워서 트네서 폭발할 때는 다 될라 맞서 심신이 된도 될라 페로치네 슈와 부와도 인생 와빠스기로 될라 인생 슈버도 지 데도보지 미바 공급을 받으라네. Tene nyen shubala tene da sangye dang changyu semba dang tene changma jiden jongwa da jeba changma tene su dawdun pepne tene dawdun namla timbarar jur so ne la timbar.
So what we have just done, or what we have just visualized, is something called the Tamsikpa. And now we have to invite the Ishepa, or wisdom deity. So how we do that is each Buddha has a syllable on their heart, including all the worldly guardians and so forth. And then we radiate light from there, and then goes to their own individual pure land, wherever they are. And then remind them, and we invite them, and they come and then dissolve into individually. And that's what we invited the wisdom deity, and then dissolve into the Tamsikpa, Samaya deity.
Then home mela chejel hazo male no nederi jenden jenjen wabdosel da de la jenden re kalden deden da la wangjo logden seye barje seldosel Namo Bega de Sabaro Bandar Samaya da Digal da Chokba Guru na Remoton Sinyan Chokba Guru Soso Chiku in a tribu decision.
Tributaki, and the Tribuya Langoro.
Genden.
And the Tribuya Lang, and the Tribuya Langorotaki. Yes. So when you are there, then you can hold the vajra and the bell, and the next 4 lines you can do with a good sweet melody, and then at the end of the 4 lines there is a mantra, Namo Maha Bhekhache Saparevara Bhaja Samayanza. So if you are alone doing practice, then you play your bell there. If you have a group, and then if you have all the instruments, then you can play all the musical things as elaborate as you can here.
Then Bandara Samaya da Titalen said da Bandara Samaya and the Dorji Tamsila Nesu Shusu Mari.
So, but the next mantra, after you play the music, then you should recite the Vajra Samaya Tistralen. This means this Dorjin Nesum Chikansong. Dorjin Nesum Kansong.
Dorji Damsigla, Dorji Damsigi Dela.
So it says, actually that's it. Vajra Samaya Tistralen means please sit on the Vajra Samaya seat. That's the Sanskrit
Then show that Ishi Sembadang, Damsik Sembani, Ishi Sembadi Chendene, Damsik Sembalapa Tim. That Tim Tarne, young Omajana, Wangla Turgoro, Wangla Tur, then Wangla Digi, then Hong Zhang Chi, Abe Kenda Hong, then Rigna Wangur. Wangur. Della da Penger Chikinangelo, the Ningma in Serena, the Chamber Major Ningma getting in soon, so Ningma looking in soon. Then da the Lula Zumongati Ringala Gomgare. Ringagaresna, the Dorjigi Rik Gonzo, Dishin Sheberi Maladen, Chimalo, then Dorjigi Rik, then Rimbache Rik, the Rinchin Rik, Nataula, Rinchin Rik, then the Nawatai Rik, the Legi Rik, then Penjer, then Rajato, then Hong Dong Shi Ate. Da Dilla in a Daning Ludong, one of the Kachu looked at the matter, she did looks.
So, the Vajra Samaya Tistralen, this mantra is actually mixing the wisdom deity with the Samaya deity together. Then after that, when you have an elaborate ritual, then we have another verse which emanate or invite the Wangla or the deity of empowerment. But here we just have the mantra. So this is the mantra of 5 Buddha families. So which you are receiving the empowerment of 5 Buddha family, and this particular text of Medicine Buddha is belong to a Nyingma tradition. So I think the mudra for these 5 Buddha family I'm doing is according to Nyingma, but it could be little different in the Kagyu tradition. So what I'm doing right now is Nyingma. So anyway, this 5 finger, if you are seeing my finger, Khenpo just done it, but he explained in Tibetan, so I don't think you have understood that. So I have to explain again as a translator in English again. This 5 finger should be visualized as a 5 Buddha families. And then the middle finger, this is a middle finger, right? Middle finger is the Tathagata family. And then index, no, this is index. Then what is this? A ring, okay. Index finger is the Vajra family. And then, okay. And then thumb are the Ratna family. And the ring finger are the Padma family. And the little finger is the Karma family. So when you do this mudra, first you have to put your middle finger together, which symbolizes the Tathagata family, and put on your head Om, and the Om is the syllable of the Tathagata family. Then you put this down and state that this is the Vajra family. Put here Hung, Om Hung. Then then after that, the Ratna family, you put this thumb together at your right ear. And then after Om Hung Tam, then Shri, you put this ring finger at the back, which symbolizes the Amitabha family or the Padma family. Then the little finger come here, which symbolizes the Karma family. So this goes. So as again to make clear, this is according to Nyingma tradition. So the mudra, how you do the mudra, could be maybe a little different when you did it in the new tradition. So I'm doing according to the old tradition. Okay. So Om Hung Tram Shri This all. Okay.
다 이나 딜라야 메도 라마레 메도 요사리 타치도 녀바요 담마네.
So actually there are different tradition also. So this is not the only tradition that you have to follow.
Then Hong Shi Api Kendo Hong the Wanguru Chaucharo the Jawarima the Timne, then the Wanguru. The Wanguru Tane Sangye Melong Chawa.
And then next mantra, Api Chensa Hong, is the mantra of actually receiving the empowerment. So you just put your hand in, and after doing this, then you put Api Chensa Hong in Anjali. Then after you receiving the empowerment of 5 Buddha families, now you become real Medicine Buddha, the actual Medicine Buddha.
Oh yeah, that Medicine Buddha chaktarne dene cheba pugore da. Dene ho medo dobe marme de jeze romala zoba suda de reja che dage lala cheba be da ja songye zoba sho sen. Dene da dene cheba na den so de chawja da ba ba dan de changma chikbara ba Arkam bande bibe dobe aloke kende ninde shabda. Dene rupa shabda kende rasa parjit rupa shabda gen de rasa tabarshi de suk da di ro re changa chambegi chacha doyen nga chambegi chacha tati za ho da tati za ho de doyen nga yi cheba she de ro.
So after that, we have the offering, mantra, and the prayer. So from the Medon Dubo Mamedi, you just put Anjali until you come to the mantra. Then when you come to the mantra, the 5-8 mantra is the mantra of offering the 8 branches offering. And then after the rupa, until again saparsha is the mantra of offering the 5 qualities of desire realm. And then tatitsa hong means something saying like, please accept it. And the mudra is how the Khenpo just show you like that.
Then the ngakapsu ketumna gom thinking mikbi ketumna chubel hamar relation or toya no that argam sedene chengel hamar then chuba kineta pugi about pande to the shabzegel hamar then chuba pugi about that chubel hamake madumna then argam bande baby
So if you are a very good in visualization, then actually each mantra has when you are saying each mantra, you have to emanate a goddess of offering. For example, when you say Arkam, then you have to emanate a goddess of making offering of the water and so forth, and all the same. If you cannot emanate them or visualize them, then just think of the material things that you are making offering to.
Dene da dene ma tashi tseje dang tashi takje dang jese na dingi chebare. Dene di da yeba dang da penjere chigwa injire samgedo de 강서 니가 남치 코랑 인장 근데 여바 qablo 가르 송도서 나인데 아르감반데 비비 도베알로 이겐데 디소 데네 최바부 올라 데네 꿀라 팀노도 아르감디 셰라 팀 비비 메도디 첸라 팀 도베 상디 야 상라 팀 데네 공원 데네다 다시 제제당 딱제당 나든 데서 말한서 데 구노토된 표현은 듄라 쪽제당네 바 샴네 표현 저거 데데 공고선에 송도 데 여바기 미는 이제 디지바 이제 섭니다.
So next 3 stanzas or shlokas which each are followed by a mantra is actually making offering of the 8 auspicious sign and 8 auspicious substances and 7 royal possession of a Chakravartin. And then this actually is, I think, exactly the same as the Amitabha, because they belong to the same category of the Dharma, which is called the Sky Dharma. So according to the Amitabha text, the commentary, it says when you make the offering, then you should think that, for example, when you say Arkam, then you should think that offering water dissolve into the mouth of the deity. And then when you make, like example, flower offering, then that's for his eyes. And then when you make offering of the incense, that is for his nose and so forth. But these 3 things, the 8 auspicious signs and 8 auspicious substances and 7 royal possessions of Chakravartin, it says you should be put on in front of them on a table. You should visualize in that way.
Oh yeah. 다시 做这些的做小节目用过的时候，大概好了确保个청년用所做过的小的，다 망가람 아르다 시디 홍 시디 되네 다시 제제 기식으로 되네. 딜러 다 드부 시야기 루수직당 드부 미실에게 루수직 되네. 되네. 니 드부치여서 루수로 되네. 다 말한도 룸디기 루술라 드부스기레 세세도 데인데 되네. 강조다 네 말한도 룸디기 루수제네 드부스야지제 차오죠 전망거지.
So the first four line, which begin with hung tashi tso zeke de tsongcho gyabu yungor so daki lala chöpambul soni osun zoborcho mangalam arta siddhi hung. This is the prayer and the mantra of making offering of the 8 auspicious substances. And then the way how you do this prayer is there are two different traditions. One tradition is they use bell here. And then other tradition, they don't use bell, but they just put Anjali Mudra. And then I think according to the Rumdik tradition, we use bell. Therefore, I'm going to use bell.
다디 제보스고의 점생가르에서나 지상 와서 라마데서 텐든 제도 되네 제바이나 되네 다시 대제레레 푸데레레라 스부 스녀레레 당기요로 다디 천지이래도 디 천지라 되네 강소 다시 제제 풀네 디찰라 뭐마지나 제바지나 뭐 스녀는 당야 연설이 되네 단당 와서 뒤바지네 되네 제제당 다우제라 드부제 되네 뭐 전형알로 되네 강도 제스나딘요 나딘라 되네 뭐도를 말 제가 당에도 벤제다 제디기 해버리는
So I think the reason why I think it's more appropriate to use bell is because I think if you want to have a more elaborated way, then each mantra you can play a role more also. But when we do this, we first do mantra for the mantra of 8 auspicious substances, and for the mantra of 8 auspicious signs, we just use bell. That's shortcut. And at the end of the 7 royal possession of Chakravardin, then we use the roll more there. So if you do want to do the more elaborated, you can do each roll more also. For example, when we do the ceremony of enthronement of High Lama, then there is a tradition of making offering of these 8 auspicious substances. Then this is a very elaborate way. Therefore, after each substance, they use a roll more, you know. But here, we after all music, after that long music. So here, all is in one stanza, and we have only one mantra. And then I think it's better use bell just to symbolize we're also making these substances with the music. And then at the end of all 3 of them, which is the last, is the 7 royal possession of Chakravardin, then we use the music, the long music there.
네. 네네 다제 딱제 다시 저 딱제데 조초절보 본바서 다게할라 쳐봐 sem년 총년 속버쇼 망갈람 꿈마후 세데다 다시 딱제 세다 강소 디밍네 네다 야프요레도 델라 트부지
And next 4 line is 4 line with the mantra is the prayer of making offering of the 8 auspicious sign. And then again, same, you start with the Ohong Tashiso Tagide, Songcho Gyalbo Pumba So, Dagil Hala, Samjit Sonyo. I'm reading Tibetan because you have transliteration here. And then meaning, and then when we say Mangala Kumba Hong, again you play a bell here. Mangala Kumba Hong, you play the bell and recite the mantra together.
되네 제세나된 혼 되에 자와 렌친된 조조절보 노르보 속 다길 할라 쳐바브 다음에 성년 속버쇼 엄마네레나 홍 되네든 하다 엄마네레나 홍 많이 rinchen gonzo na din se ro
다 되는 로봇 동그런.
ala
되는 추럴 동그런. 추럴.
re teller much sinyen so
So and then next four line with the mantra is the offering of the 7 royal possession of Chakravardin, or some people translate also universal monarch. And then during this, then at the end of this mantra, Om Mani Ratna Hong, then you play the long music.
yeah then menderezo kingi zo rirabling shilin denje dage hala cheba sonye yong zo borasho mendela hong the mendege chacha dende jego go di saya di gare resana di ugi di ri jebo rirab then di chokshi di lingshi chamshi di lingten shi da gangzo di lo ri jebo rirab bangrim dang jeba ling shi ling ten jeba chadang yan di na changwa gong wo do de di chembegi che zu chao cha de de
다들 맨들 차이면 주부고 말하더라.
라
주부고 말하더라. 고문다. 맨다들라. 제일 주부 차이면 주부요 말어 맨다마도.
renma koma
Okay, so the next 4 line with the mantra again is mandala offering. For this, then you don't need bell because your hand is busy with the mudra of mandala. So you have to have this mandala mudra. This is very important again. Can you see this? So this 10 finger becomes something like that. You have the 2 ring finger coming up, which symbolize the Mount Meru, and then this 4 of them symbolize the 4 continents or 4 divas, like Jambu divas and so forth. And then between them symbolize the subcontinents and so forth. So this mandala offering is very important. And then if you can do this very well, then most of the things that we are making offering are included in this mudra.
Tene teya ngarangi zugo yin masambaje ri jeba rirab de tene chokshi rimboche na shile tubege rimboche tene lingshi lingten nang jeba tene layu doboge tene goba samgi meshaba zeshin tana doba yidong tene gade yago chutumna degazigi sonamgi zogaro.
So again, samadhi is very important. The meditation, visualization is very important. When you have this mudra of mandala, don't just think this is just my finger. So the middle one, which is your ring finger, this is, as I said, this is the symbolizing Mount Meru, which is made out of 4 different precious stone, 4 direction. And then all the others are the 4 continents and the subcontinents. And then you just think all the riches and enjoyment of gods and nagas are there. So as much as you can visualize, you will have that much merit. So it is very important to have as much visualization as much you can.
Om Rena Mandela Seneta Rimboche Mendel Sherochi the Puto.
Then when you do the mantra, then you, if you have rice on your hand or whatever, then you just do a little bit up and think that, please accept this.
Then dagi tiden tichagi teshekula kutuzel halatima mingaya tiktik tabe tendegi Oma sarwa tata kata bike kate samaya shiri hala tima yene chusu piki yomare inaya hala tima chusu piwe tendela tene rang sosegi tene tiktik te taki yore tene Oma sarwa tata kata tene tribosiyana.
So again, you pick up your bell and vajra, then recite the next 4 lines with the mantra, which is making offering of bathing, right? Bathing, true soul, bathing, or washing their body. Ablution? Ablution. Two. Washing, yeah. Okay. So, as we can read the translation here, it says, with scented water, I wash the Sugada's body. The deity is without stain. I am creating the auspicious condition for the purification of wrongs and obscuration. So the purpose of washing their body is not because they have something to be washed, because they are dirty and so forth. By doing so, we're actually washing our own obscuration and negativities. And then again, when you do this mantra at the end, then you play the bell again. Last one.
Then, Kuchiwa, who regard Jamde Dembaye, Jewe Kuni Chiwargi, Hala Dimamia, Dungal Deluetendege, Om Kaya Bisho Dane Hong, Hala Dimayuni Chikogi Omare, the Yinayan, Hala Chivigi, Tendela Tene, Tene Sosegi. Dungel down Delwa, Dungel Tamje Shiva Chagevasare.
And then next 4 line with the mantra is prayer for cleaning their body, as he says, whom with soft scented white cotton I dry the victorious body. The deity is without stain. I am creating the auspicious condition for freedom from suffering. So we can know again, there is no something, the deity or the Buddha is dirty and we are cleaning it. It's not that. We are doing that in order to purify and clean our own suffering. And this is the reason why we are doing this cleansing ceremony. Nasula.
Then Nasasola, then Aranto the Chibarang, trees and good chi ne sarin Nasa second. Then Nasa de then going to make the Chevicula solo gave. Kula Silva Mingaya, Tatang Pilwe, Tendege, Ombanda Veda, that the Nansa Pudi, then Teshik Dun Manla Tesula, then Tugi Chene, Chego number Sumrang, Mikumeadang, then Chanjo Semba Che Tesula, Longogi, Dargi Chego Teso, Chego Maro, Dargin, Nasa Teso, then Pugo.
And the next 4 line is offering clothes after taking bath, after cleaning their body. Now we're making offering the clothes. And then again it says, whom with beautiful saffron robes I clothe the victorious body. This body is never cold. I am creating the auspicious condition for the flourishing of radiance and vitality, right? Vitality or vitality? So, and Ombaja Wastra out, tell Romaji Dungro. Napsa for the Roma Dungro. And then here you play music, long music. And the visualization during the making offering of clothes is for these 7 Buddhas or 8 Buddhas, including the main Buddha. We have 8 Buddhas because according to sadhana, we also have Shakyamuni Buddha there. According to Sutra, we are only talking about the 7 brothers of Medicine Buddha, but in this sadhana, so Shakyamuni is also there, so it becomes 8 of them. So all these 8 of them, when we are making offering of clothes, you should think the clothes of the Nirmanakaya, which means only 3 Dharma robes. And then for the 16 Bodhisattvas, then you should visualize making offering of the clothes of Sambhogakaya Buddha, with all different kind of the silk and so forth.
Then to Hong Kudo Bendori to Simje Negi Tungel cells, take up the Chaja de Da Tubabu Chaja Tena Tribuji, Tribusung, Tena Dorjesung, Da Tuba Gusha Baby Chaja. To us in Negation, Janges and Maji, Korean Mendel Hala Chatelo, Della Tibuzi. 10 lessons are in Chedami, Manage, Damation, and Samajo, control in Jinsum, the Chatter, Tribuji. 상당 제진 조정 내진 대변 중에 요당제 한매매게를 정도 되면 게라라 차들 되는 저 신년지도.
So next 3 stanzas or 3 shlokas are the praises. So during the praises, you have to play bell after each shloka 3 times, and then the way how you do is, of course, the left hand you should hold the bell, and the right hand you should hold the vajra. Again, it's called half Anjali mudra. Half Anjali mudra, because you have only one hand. Therefore, you hold the vajra here. Okay, this is my glasses. I don't have vajra here. You hold the vajra just like that with your thumb. Then you don't do like that. You have to put. This is called the half Anjali mudra. And then each 4 line you play bells once, and at the end then you play long music.
다 냠발라 도바리. 되네 냠바디 데라 당가서 상제 대신 듄기 첸 마 자야 돼. 다 오마제나 그런 데 나네 강도 렌듄 제 디스 송도. 근데 대양 편제를 다 독담 끌어도 보지로 첸 지다네 디 독담 끌어도 보지. 되네 독담 끌네 되네 막생 냠발라 쭉. 다우든 토가 막챙게 꼬르와 주르세 다게 랑당 딩게기 상제면라 탐제기 토가를 홍라 되네 대야다 배아다 마배아다라도 서만가지도 막챙게 꼬르와를 검세.
So after the praise, then we have an insert, which is the prostrating and making offering to and taking refuge in the 7 Medicine Buddha by reciting their names. So according to Sutra, it would be better if you recite 7 times each of them. Then after that recitation of their name is done, this is also like a reminder for them. When we do this prayer, we are reminding them their great aspiration that they met while they are practicing on the Bodhisattva path. Then after that, then we have this one again in the text, Dandun Tukara Hung Lang Artangi Kaur Guru, which means the Hung in the heart of the self and front generation is surrounded by the mantra garland. Then we recite the mantra. That's what it means. So when you're doing the mantra recitation, you should visualize both self-visualization and frontal visualization. So you should visualize the syllable first, and which is surrounded by the mantra of Medicine Buddha. Then you recite the mantra.
Then, 강조 당 학생계 가서 되네 랑기 투거를 다위기 땡도 홍 뭐가 될라 때야도 배아데 학생계 거라고 될라 되네 어서트 상제 면례기 투거를 포 투지 투담 주기 주글 될라 되네 상제 면례 투거네 양서를 세르고 뭐 투트네데 랑라 포 랑라 되네 랑기 레당 녀몽 디디 탐지 더 진왕당 진럽 무줍 탐지 토바 디다 다든 진럽도 이게 미거스게 딜라 되네 랑게 토가 양다 강소 상제 맨레기 토가네 랑게 토가네 다 믹스기 내바당데 심보더버여나 딜라 되네 그래서 트 디기 레당 녀몽 디디 더 되네 깬 바르제 탐제 서버 될라드는 신전대 바트네기 미거스 띵인된데 다 디조 띵인딩이 공부도 띵된 저도 요새 저도 이거네 제고도 내가죠.
So during the mantra recitation, there is something called, of course, the samadhi is very important again. Something called the visualization of collecting blessing, and also visualization of benefiting beings. Chilap duwa dan samjhe. And then first one, when you do you visualize blue hung on heart center on the moon disc, which is surrounded by the mantra of Medicine Buddha, Tiyato Ombekaze Bekaze Mahabekaze Ranza Samukade Swaha. I was almost saying the Prajamirta mantra. Okay, so then you send radiation of light all the way to the Medicine Buddha's heart center. Then from them, he will send back the light with his blessing and come into yourself and dissolve into yourself. And then all the karmic obscuration, klesha, negative vidis are pacified, and you receive empowerment, blessing, and then compassion. And this is what we call the visualization of collecting blessing. And then second one, which we call the visualization of benefiting beings, is again, if you have some special beings who has been requested you or as a focus of your practice, then you should again think the light that comes from Medicine Buddha goes to that particular being and dissolves into him or her. Then all the suffering, sicknesses, and the negativities of that particular being has been purified, and then he or she become free from all of them. And that is what we call the visualization of benefiting beings. And these are very important. They are all done within your samadhi. So samadhi is very important again.
Oh yeah, that 제가 저래도 가서 띵이 되면 뭐데 다 디속이 값을 양 공도 엄선바와시도 서로다마 선마시도 동반이라 제답지제어라와 동반이는 순도마도네 동반이 인념백이 제답지 제발 디 동반이 디 마델와 가서 최바당 전전당 이거 탐지기 값소양 동반이 대당 마델와 송죽도 저거마도 양 응애매기 동니 디파샤 단다 뭐버지 전전 최바잖아 되게 매버래.
And then another important thing here is that at the very beginning of generation stage or Utpatikrama, we have mantra saying Sobhava Shuddha Savadhama Sobhava Shuddha Ham, which purify everything into emptiness. So we have to have the view of emptiness all through the practices. So now also even we are doing all this sending mantra, blessing, receiving blessing and so forth, we don't do them as a real. We just do inseparability with the view of emptiness. And this is very important.
대니 송죽도 더 되네 계속 송죽스인데 편제에다 제든지 착해야만.
So if you can do that in the unity of emptiness with all this visualization, then it could be called the unity of Utpatikrama and Sampanakrama.
되네 다 연바 차르네 참샤인데 되네 딕동균샤세 다 게림 조림 최바 찐는 디조 되네 양다버 마주르바 로버 주르바 된데기 딕동 탐제 연나샥 되네 양다버 다 게림 조림 최바 양다버 차베 개와 탐제 되네 조베 장주 토베기 제동어 데라 되네 내가 되네 내든기 라소베 동일 탐제당 데르타시쇼 세네타시다.
So whatever number of the mantra you recite, when you come to conclude the session, then you recite this next two lines, which says, I confess all wrongs and downfalls and dedicate all virtue to awakening. May there be the auspiciousness of freedom from sickness, thorns, and suffering. So when you say that, what it means is when we say, I confess all wrongs and downfalls, especially it means whatever mistake you have done during this practice. You do the confession, shakpa at the end, and then the second, the half of the line, it says, and dedicate all the virtue to the awakening, means, and whatever virtue you have accumulated during this practice, then you dedicate that for the benefit of all sentient beings in the awakening. And then because of doing this, then it says, may there be auspicious of freedom from sicknesses, dawns, and suffering. Then you play a final auspicious trashy rolmo of the music.
Then da sheksul, jigden banam raune bazar mo, da jigden chongwa jedang goshila jerba chimba shi la soba tizu tamje rana soso yine la pa pero chisine she. Yishe ba nang damsik bigi lhanan tamje tene rudoshine rang la tim. Rang yang tene tuki di ngak chang la tim. De yang ugi hong la tim. Hong de yang tene shebju ne jine nade bardu tim ne tene kata kunsang long de emma ho sene da kanzo tongni zorim ngi nang tene jedab zorim de je.
And the next
kewa meba. Kewa meba. Chue tamje kewa meba.
And the next three lines is sending back, and also the sampanna krama, or the completion stage. So first it says, Jigte panam rangne bezamu, which means the worldly ones return to their own places bezamu. Bezamu is the mantra of sending them back. So worldly means here, like when we have the generation stage, we have also visualized the the 12 great chiefs of yakshas, and then 4 great kings and so forth. These are all worldly deities. So after we've done our practice, we are asking them to go back to their own places. That's what it is. And the next one, the yeshipas and tamsikpas dissolve into me, means the wisdom deities and the samaya deities dissolve into oneself. And then oneself, it says, and I into the all good expense of primordial purity or alpa purity, kata longdu. Then you have to dissolve yourself into the mantra garland first in your heart center. Then mantra garland dissolve into the hung, the seed syllable. And the seed syllable also dissolve from the shamju, from the bottom up to all the up until it disappear in emptiness. Then it become all emptiness, which is the sampanna krama or completion stage. Then you do some meditation there in the unborn nature of everything. And that is the final sampanna krama or completion stage.
다 대dom지에도 드링 팀 망고지요. 네 망고지. 되네 다 드링 알아서 강서 다 탈라템바 셰바디 기회도 디기 되네 상지기 내갑소 지딩이 감기 내림 탐 결긴 바르제 탐제 시 타르도 상지 맨레기 고팡 토백이 제도되는 거라는 거 말합니다.
So we are getting late today, therefore we are not doing this Saturday Dharma tonight, and we're going to do directly our usual dedication, 3 lines, and then while doing the dedication, please think that whatever merit we have accumulated by teaching and studying and listening this Dharma tonight, I am going to dedicate that for the all sentient beings to pacify temporarily all the sicknesses, turns, whatever unfavorable things that you don't want to have, and then ultimately to receive the state of Medicine Buddha, or to attain the Buddhahood of Medicine Buddha, and then we do our usual dedication prayer. 다 동시에. 오케이. 오, 소나데예 담제 세바니 토네 예베 다나 함제 개가 나제 발라 조바예 세베 소레 로와 로와라 쇼에 잠발라 바와 지드라이 켐바다 콘도 상보 대양 대진 대다 군게 제소 달로 개원 대다 탐제 랍도 상게 고소 예베 젤라도 춘예 메그라 데베 젤라다 겐데 메제 데베 젤라 제다 모와 모라로 바라이조. The trashy prayer. Hon duye leya yave tele karamaya bade dembe nyimboende chodara kwenjai chabje jeme je tauba raga